Alright, I just took my first shower, and if I sound like I'm out of breath, I think it's because I'm on the borderline of hypothermia. That was the coldest shower that I've ever taken in my life. I know that I'm supposed to be roughing it, but that was that was like what the people felt like when they were sinking in the Titanic. It was the coldest water. If you just turn your knob all the way to the cold side in your shower and then just stand in there and bathe, that's about what it was like. And then I turned the hot knob in the shower and it just got colder. So I don't know if I'm missing something here or if I'm just not going to have any hot water, because then I may not shower very often. I think I would rather smell than freeze to death. That's about all I wanted to say, but that was an experience all in itself. I've never had a shower that cold in my life, and I just wanted to share that with you. So this is where I'm staying. It's early morning. I just recorded that video about the shower about 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Here I am outside. It's actually a pretty nice little area here. They have their little Jeeps. This is not the school, this is the hostel that I'm staying at. Apparently other people live here semi-regularly. There was a wedding held at this building here last night. Actually pretty cool. There was all kinds of music. Really pretty nice. I haven't actually explored much myself since I kind of just got here and then went to sleep. It goes down there and up and around. These are the different rooms. There are a lot of birds here. A lot of sounds of birds I've never heard before. Part of the reason I couldn't sleep this morning was because it sounded like a damn aviary outside of my window. I don't know, it was like toucans and all kinds of loud birds. I don't know what they were, but I don't get up voluntarily at 5:45 in the morning, and I was up at 5:45 this morning. So far, mosquitoes, not too bad. Some in my room, kind of annoying, but with the net, not a problem. What really has been annoying, I noticed at least yesterday, was these little tiny flies. I don't know, they're not horse flies because those are big, but these are like little tiny flies that just are, oh, they're so annoying. They fly all around and they kind of like nip at you. I don't know, kind of like more annoying gnats, if you can imagine that much. So I just finished my breakfast at the canteen. Actually, it was pretty good. I don't know what you call it, but it was a lot like a pancake, but sweeter and thinner and no syrup. But it actually tasted pretty good even without the syrup. And I had hot tea. I'm so afraid to eat and drink anything here because I don't know how they prepared it, or you know, if the water's hot enough to have killed the bacteria. I almost burnt my finger off testing the hot water for the tea, so I figured it was probably hot enough to drink. There's a lot of stuff at this, I don't know what you call it, campground or whatever, but let's see if I can show you a little bit. This is outside of the campground. And I said before about the architecture being, you know, a lot different than home. I mean, these buildings, if you can see, they just look like they're barely going to stand, but somehow they do. See these homes here? It's just amazing. This is what our homes look like in Newark or Camden. This is what everybody's homes look like. See that? Look at that. How cool is that? Here I am in Iringa, in the center of town. I'm coming to try to get a cell phone, Tanzanian cell phone, so that I can make calls within the country and I can possibly send a few text messages home. But this is what they do every day. This is center of town. They sell all their goods. Busy area over here. Okay, so here I am, out to lunch. And this is a beautiful place. This is one of their nicer little places you can come for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Iringa is apparently surrounded by all mountains. This one is not in particular a large mountain, but this is one of the mountains that surrounds Iringa. And you would call this Mzori. Beautiful. This is Mzori. Beautiful weather here. It's interesting. It's freezing cold at night, and then probably about 80 degrees during the day, and sunny. It rains for 6 months, and it is dry for 6 months. Now we are in the dry season. We just set up a little table here with 2 chairs for lunch, drinking our Coke out of bottles, and I am going to be having goat for lunch. I don't know exactly how that's going to be, but looking forward to that. And I'm out with Rashid, the headmaster of the school Salama that I'm teaching at. Okay, I'm walking back to my room. This is the main road, the only real road in this area. I just came from the internet cafe called Internet Cafe Posta, and the internet connection is the slowest shit I've ever used in my life. I'm going to
how they make the chips now. He cuts the eggs and wrap them like this and puts in the fireplace.
Oh, okay.
Let's check that out. Those are the French fries. Yeah.
Oh, that's like the French fries. Okay. This is where I'm eating for dinner. This is basically authentic African food. This is a bar in there, but then they just cook up food. I'm eating something they call a yungali, I think. I have no idea really what it is, and they eat a lot of lamb here and goat. So I'm going to have goat for dinner, and that's the cook. That's Rashid. And I don't want to record too much. People think I'm weird. This is me eating ugali. You take the goat and ugali, and this is made of corn, and you cover it, and then you eat it. This is the craziest thing I've ever done. Very cool, very delicious. This is like almost like a mashed potato, but harder. Very cool. Rashid is showing me everything all around Iringa and teaching me Swahili. If we say vizuri sana, very good. Vizuri sana. The end of the night, and I wanted to do my usual little closing video. They left me these pink flip-flops. Not the most styling things in the world, but that's what I wear around the room. Let me get in here. Oh god, this thing sucks. So, really busy day today. I was pretty much all over the place. I woke up early this morning and went to the canteen, which is where they make the breakfast. And then I met Lucas Chunga, and Mark. Mark is a younger boy, probably about 15 years old, and Lucas is probably about 35. Lucas took me to his family's home, and I have no video, but I do have some pictures that I will load up when I get home. I forgot the USB cable at home. It was really nice. I got to go there and see what a real African home looks like, because I'm getting actually a very nice treatment. You know, it could be a lot worse. I'm in a relatively clean room. You know, I have what I need to have, but in this case, this was an actual African home in the village, and very nice people. And his mother gave me a pastry. It was also kind of like a pancake batter, but sweeter. And it was in a round ball. and it was really nice. I sat and ate with them for a few minutes, and Lucas taught me a bunch of Swahili words, and Rashid, who is the headmaster of the school I'm working with, is so excited with my interest in the language, and he actually said to me today, which made me feel really good, he said that I may be the fastest learner of Swahili of any of the volunteers he's ever had here, which is cool, because I'd like to, I have 5 weeks here. If I could be speaking even conversational Swahili would be really great if I could do that by the time I leave. The school, it's a very, very nice school. It's really great what they do there for these kids who really don't have anything. And I'll get to be a part of that, which is great. And then I went to lunch, Cafe Villa, I think, something like that. Beautiful restaurant. It was overlooking the mountain, one of the mountains that borders Iringa, and they eat a lot of goat here. I don't know, we don't really ever eat goat, but they eat a lot of goat. So I had goat and rice and something that looked kind of like coleslaw for lunch, and it was actually really good. And then I came back here and I picked up my laptop and went to a place called Iringa, which is a place where they have internet, and it was closed. So I went to Cafe Posta, which is another place that they have internet. Only thing is I had to pay 500 T shillings, which is about, I don't know, not even $1 or so, which is not that bad. And the internet was slow. Oh God, it was so slow. I'm hoping that the other place that was closed is faster. After I used the internet, I came back. I walked to these places, and I got a little lost, because there's a million little side streets, and I forgot exactly where I was staying. So, good thing I got that cell phone. I called Rashid, and he picked me up and brought me home. I took a nap, and then when I woke up, we went to dinner. And it was sort of like a bar, if you could call it that, kind of like we have at home, sort of. And we had ugali, I think it's called. It's a, you'll see on the video I took before this, it's like a corn maze that they pound up, and then they blend it together, and it gets really thick. And we, again, had goat, but they take the goat, pieces of goat cut up small, and then they wrap it in this ugali, and it's like a staple food here, and it was amazingly good. The goat is a little fatty, and I think that's mainly because they don't worry about fat at all here. They just take a cleaver and cut that sucker up and cook it. Rashid has been more than nice to me in terms of bringing me places and showing me around, and he paid for my dinner, and he's teaching me a ton of Swahili. I just have to learn how to put it all together. I can say little words. Jine lango nani, what is your name? Jine lango ni Jeff, my name is Jeff. But I have to learn how to use them quickly. Habari yako, how are you? I'm excited. I want to learn as much as I can. Tomorrow I start at the school, and I'll take plenty of video at the school and wherever else I end up. And hopefully I can get back on the internet tomorrow or the next day and post today's and maybe yesterday's video, if it's faster than it was today, because today was an hour and 25 minutes to get a 6-minute video posted, so we'll see. For now, I sleep.